Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I hope all of you will be fine. In the last lecture of unit number 11 sound, we discussed about the sound intensity level and the reflection of sound. And the topic that we are going to discuss today is speed of sound and noise pollution. In this topic, you will learn what is speed of sound, how we can find the speed of sound, and is speed of sound is affected when we change the medium, and in which medium the speed of sound is greater. And in noise pollution we will discuss what is noise pollution, what are the causes of noise pollution, how it affects, and what are the controls measure for noise pollution. So let's proceed to our lecture. Sound in different materials. You know students, sound need medium to propagate. When there is no medium, there is no sound. Because in medium there are particles that vibrates and travel sound. Because sound is a form of energy. So sound needs a substance through which to travel because it travels by making particles vibrate. Now question arises, which state of matter does sound travel fastest through? You know there is 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gases. So in which state the sound travel faster? The first diagram show the solid state, the second show liquid state, and the third one show gaseous state. So the sound wave travel faster through solids. Why? Because the particles in solids are close together than in gas and more tightly bound than in a liquid. This means vibrations are more easily passed from particle to particle, and so sound travels faster. But how it is happened? To prove this, we check the speed of sound in different mediums like in gases, liquids and solids to prove that in which medium the speed of sound is faster. And students, for this purpose you have to watch this video.
You saw the flash of lightning first and heard thunder only a few seconds later.
But why did you see lightning first?
Sound travels more slowly than light in air, so sound takes longer to reach us. The speed of light is almost 1,000,000 times faster. Air is made up of gases. The particles in gases are farther apart than in liquids or solids. It takes longer for one gas particle to hit another gas particle and move the sound energy along. Sound can travel through other mediums than air. In fact, in water, sound travels faster and can travel further. Particles in water are closer together. That's why sound travels more quickly in water than in air. Sound waves travel even better through solid things like wood or metal. The particles in a solid are tightly packed, and sound waves travel fastest in this medium.
I hope student this video clarify your concepts about the speed of sound in solids. But for your more convenience, there is a simple experiment that you can easily perform at your home to check that whether it is true or not that sound travel faster in solids. So check this experiment in the video and then perform this experiment at your home and tell me what is your observations.
Let's find out how sound travels in solids. Tap your desk with your hand and listen to the sound it makes. Now put your ear on your desk and tap the desk again. Did you notice a change in sound? Which one was louder?
The one that I heard by putting my ear on the desk.
The sound is louder because the sound vibrations travel faster through solids than in air. When you heard the tap the first time, sound waves traveled through air. But when you put your ear on the desk and heard the tap, the sound waves travel through the desk, which is a solid.
This was a simple experiment, students. Perform it and give me the results. And one more thing, the speed of sound is affected by the change in physical condition, for example, pressure, temperature, etc. The speed of sound in air changes when we increase or decrease the temperature. So, a table is given in your textbook 11.1 table that shows the speed of sound in various medium. Now look at the table. In air, when the temperature is 0 degree, the speed of sound is 331 meter per second. But when the temperature increased from 0 to 225 degree, the speed of sound also increases. That is 346 meter per second. Okay. And in this table also, the speed of sound in liquid and solid materials is given. So remember this table. Now, there's a relation through which we can find the speed of sound. It is found by the help of this equation. You have learned this equation in the previous chapter very well, and we also derive this equation. In this equation, we represent speed, f represent frequency, and the lambda represent wavelength. And speed of sound can be found by this relation very easily. So there are solve example given in your book related to this equation. Solve them, and if you have any problem then tell me. Okay students, this is all about the speed of sound. Now we move toward our next topic, that is noise pollution. When the noise pollution word come in our mind, we say, oh no, we can't go there where there is too much noise, because automatically when we hear any kind of noise, we just put our hand on our ear to stop the sound entering in our ear because it hurts our ear too much. Okay, so what is noise pollution? How it affects our life, and what kind of noise pollution is in the environment. So for this purpose, students, look at this video, then I will tell you in detail what is noise pollution. Okay, student, this was the video that shows the different kind of noise pollution in our environment. Okay, I hope you got it well. Now, for your more convenience, students, I create a table about the noise pollution so that you can understand it well. Because in your textbook, the topic noise pollution is given in the form of paragraph. So, I thought that it is very easy for you to understand it with the help of table, so that you can identify that what is the meaning of noise pollution, what is the causes of noise pollution, and how it affects our life, and what kind of control measure we can do to reduce the noise pollution. So look at this table. Students, first of all, we need to know the meaning of noise pollution. So, it is defined as unpleasant or unwanted sound is called noise. We can't hear or tolerate all kinds of sound because some sound hurt our ear too much, and for us it is unable to tolerate them. So these all kind of sound is called noise. In the previous lecture, you learned the sound is measured in decibels. A decibel value of 80 is considered to be noise pollution. Okay? Now, what are the causes, or you can say that what are the sources of noise pollution? So, there are two kinds of sources. The first one is indoor noise, and the second one is outdoor noise. As their name indicates, the indoor noise is related to the noise that is created in our homes, and the outdoor noise is that type of noise that is outside our homes. So, the indoor noise includes the household gadgets like mixer, grinder, washing machine, TV, and loudspeaker. These household gadgets are responsible to create noise in our homes. Now, outdoor noise. The outdoor noise include transportation, for example, airplanes, buses, trains. These create too much noise in our environment. The second one is industrial and commercial activities. It includes manufacturing units, construction site, printing press equipment, etc. These are responsible for creating noise and are related to industrial and commercial activities. Now, what are the social events? The social events includes the parties, markets, firecracker, etc. Because in parties there are loudspeaker that create too much noise, and in markets there is too much noise of people, traffic, etc. Now, what are the natural events? The natural events are all those events that are not related to human beings, or you can say that are not created by human beings. These are all natural, like thunderstorm, heavy rain, and volcano eruptions. Now we discuss the effects of noise pollution. There are two kinds of effect: auditory effects and non-auditory effects. The auditory effects are those effects that is related to hearing sense. But the non-auditory effects are all those effects that are other than hearing sense, that create problem other than our hearing problem. Okay. Now what are auditory effects? They are deafness or impaired hearing. It can cause the deafness. What is the meaning of deafness? Behrapan. And the second one is auditory fatigue. The auditory fatigue is that condition that is a temporary loss of hearing when we exposure to the noise. Now, what are non-auditory effects? These are sleeplessness, we can't sleep properly, communication interference, it creates problems when we communicate to the other people, and it can cause increase in blood pressure, fatigue, nausea, and anxiety. It can also cause irritation and annoyance, and the work efficiency is also reduced due to noise. Now, there are some control measures that we can do to reduce the noise pollution. The first one is planting of trees. Plant more and more trees so that they can absorb the noise and in the environment there is less noise. The second one is acoustic zoning, mean there should be a silence zone near schools, hospital, colleges, etc. because we need the peaceful environment in schools and hospitals, colleges, universities. The third one is noise of horns of damaged bike, noisy trucks should be banned. The fourth one is noisy industries, airports and railway station should be far away from residential area so that there should be less noise. The fifth one is misuse of public announcement system should be banned because they also create too much noise. The sixth one is sound insulation at construction stage. When we construct our houses, we have to take step about the sound insulation so that in our homes we can live peacefully. The last one is use hearing protection devices. When there is too much noise around you, you have to use some hearing protection devices so that you can easily avoid all kind of noise in your surroundings. I hope student this table helps you to understand the meaning, causes, effects and control measures for noise pollution. Remember it and write down it on your copies. Okay? Now, again, it is the time for your home task. You have to do review question 11.16 from the textbook exercise. Explain that noise is nuisance. The answer is given in the lecture so you can learn it. I hope you got it. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.